Okay, morning all. Tuesday, 31st of March 2020, episode 8 coming up, and I'm determined to make it shorter, so I'm not going to contribute much to this. It's entirely up to Dawn what she has to say. But morning all, I hope you're all okay. Continuing with this shutdown due to the coronavirus. Few things, a bit of feedback. Morning Phil O'Dell, I'm sure he's here watching us. Contacted me a few times yesterday. We had a good chat, and Phil's from Bedford, coaches at Cambridge University, and he was parting shot last night, was looking forward to the talk with Dawn this morning. Puts me under a bit of pressure, and I seem to be waking up at 4:30 in the morning every day just to think about what I'm going to talk about with Dawn. But morning Phil and others, hopefully. Second bit of feedback got from Angie Crush, very kindly, his employment lawyer who belongs to Tunbridge Athletic Club, and she was offering any advice in these current times to Tunbridge AC members who particularly want a quiet word. So Angie, thank you for that, very kind gesture. So shows what nice things can come out of doing this. And thirdly, I don't think I've mentioned it, but you remember a couple of days ago, I showed a certificate with some really nice writing from a school's relay I did in 1976. We might have found the guy responsible for that beautiful handwriting on the certificate, Steve Fury, who coaches now at Medway and Maidstone. He attended Sir Joseph Williamson School in Rochester. Some of us refer to it as Rochester Maths. And he used to write these in his art lessons. He's a bit younger than me, but great for Steve to come forward and let us know the bit of background about the certificate that I stumbled across. So some of you will know that Dawn is, I don't know, is a keen official, but she's been officiating with athletics for many years, very enthusiastically, with great dedication, and been to some top meetings. So my intention this morning, if she doesn't know it yet, is to play a game with her called You Are the Ref, but it's not about athletics. So we're going to find out what her answers are to a few situations. And before I do that, though, I'm not going into any great detail, but I've changed the shelf behind me, and I've decided to put a trophy up that not many people would have seen. Very kindly made by Sam Crick for me a few years ago. And all it says is, I mean, I don't know if he did it in his metal work at school, but it's got a Tunbridge AC vest on, and it's, I don't know if you can see it, just says, to Mark, thank you. So I thought, it's been on display the other side of the room for a while, Sam, and I thought I'd put it in full view of the viewers. So very kind gesture from Sam a few years back, and he's producing his own videos at the moment called, what's it called? Crick something news. So look out for that. He's through the coronavirus. I should have checked that before. Anyway, on to Dawn. We're going to see Dawn in a second, so look forward to hearing what our answers are to these questions.
Hello.
Hi, Dawn.
Hello.
Yeah, we're recording, and I've done my preamble, and I'm determined to keep it short overall. So I've done very little this morning. I've just gonna try and fire some questions at you right now.
Oh, I thought I was having the questions this time.
What about that? I'm not sure the viewers would want that. We want some control of the situation. Now, you're in your normal life, you're a top official in athletics, aren't you?
What do you mean my normal life? No, I'm not. I'm a wife and a doer. Why?
So, but you're an official. You've done a lot of big meetings.
Oh yes, I'm an official. Yeah, I am.
You've been a track judge. What else you've done? Clerk of the course, whatever that means, and you've been a referee.
Well, clerk of the course is part of being a track judge, yeah. And I do photo finish.
And been a referee as well, haven't you?
Well, that's part of being a track judge. You're a referee, etc.
Yeah, but you have been a referee.
Yes, I've been a referee.
Right. Well, we're going to play a game called You Are the Ref. Oh, before we start, that little trophy by Sam Crick, his news going out daily is called Crickcast News. If you want to catch him on social media, on Facebook or Twitter or whatever, Crickcast News. It's only 2 or 3 minutes, but Sam's got a budding career in this industry of media that we're involved in now. So give Sam a quick boost there. But anyway, You Are the Ref, okay? It used to be a section in some of the old school football magazines, and you'd be given a scenario and you'd have to make a decision. And I want a quick decision on whether you've got A, okay, no problem, no action to take, B, giving them a warning, or C, a disqualification, serious consequences, okay? You don't have to write it down, don't worry. What are you doing? What are you doing?
It's a prompt, go.
Oh, okay, right. Just a quick warm up, something you're familiar with, okay? A 4 times 100 meters under 13 relay, girls or boys, doesn't matter. One of them steps on the line inside their lane. What are you going to do? As the track judge waves their red flag at you and you're the referee. What are you going to do?
Go and find out what's happened first of all.
They step on the line.
They've stepped on the line. Well, it depends where it is. If it's on the straight, then that's fine because they haven't. But if it's on the bend, I would just simply go and talk to that athlete and tell them that they shouldn't run on the bend and they must keep within the lane. And that will be it for an under 13.
All right. Does that mean you would disqualify as they're a bit older?
Wait to find out. How many more questions have you got?
No. What do you mean? No, I want the answer to that.
I told you I would talk to the athlete.
Okay, right. Next one. So that's a warning. Okay, next one. Someone drives to see their elderly relative living on their own to talk to them from outdoors and take them some flowers. No action taken, a warning, or serious consequences?
Oh, definitely a warning because you shouldn't be doing that. It depends on how far they've driven. If they've just driven round the corner, fair enough, but they should have walked.
Well, good point. Yeah, good point. So they shouldn't, if it's within walking distance, they could drop the flowers off.
Yeah.
Part of their daily exercise. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm saying that. But
not
not to get in your car and drive 150 miles to drop a bunch of flowers off because we're supposed to be on lockdown, as I understand it, only going out for essentials.
Okay. Here's another one. A young lad working from home diligently is unlucky enough to have 2 flatmates who aren't working and they're playing on their PlayStation, playing loads of music, lots of disruption. He decides he can't cope with that, leaves the flat to drive home to live with his parents for the next few days. No action, a warning, or serious consequences?
God, he's got serious consequences because he could infect his parents and he's not being considerate. All he's thinking about is himself. So I do think that's a serious offence because you should, although it is annoying and people get annoying, why doesn't he chat to his flatmates and say, look, mates, if you want to play on the PlayStation, I've got to work. Can I work between, say, 9 and 11? You play on the PlayStation for a couple of hours, I'll have a couple of hours rest, and then I can have another couple of hours. Take it in turns. It can't be that life-threatening that he has to get in a car and drive to his parents' house.
Right. Interesting. I like the decisive action you're taking. Very fair. And finally, the same lad, well, not really the same lad because he can't live with other flatmates, but he's working diligently as he was before. He's a very hard worker. But he lives with some guys who are considered essential workers who have to go out and commute to their work. Might be the NHS, might be news media, could be police, could be anything, right? But they're going out and about doing their work daily while he's isolated at the flat. But he obviously sees them when they come back. He decides it's safer to drive 100 miles away to live with his elderly parents, and off he pops and goes to his parents. I'm talking today, so we're probably two weeks into the situation.
That's definitely a no-no. You mustn't do that. I mean, I can understand why he wants to protect his fellow workers, but he's not protecting his parents. There's a two sides to this, isn't there?
Mm.
And he, as his flatmates are key workers, doesn't matter where they're working, they're out and about, so they have a higher risk of being infected. So to go home to his parents isn't very considerate at all, is it?
Yeah, interesting one. Okay, well, excellent. That's all I've got to say this morning. Anything to you've made the orange juice with your juicer, haven't you? And I've got to take Oscar for a walk. I say,
well, we're trying to make light of your boredom. You've been indoors for 2 days. I think you should go and get some fresh air now.
Yeah, I'll go and do that. So I hope everyone has a good day, and it'd be interesting to get some feedback on your answers, especially for those involved in those situations.
Could be. See you later. Oh gosh. Bye.
They were hypothetical, actually. But anyway.
Bye. Goodbye.
Bye. Bye.